Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly video. As you might hear, my voice is not all there. Actually, my voice is just fucked. Let's just be honest, right? I don't usually sound like this. But yeah, no, that's the lovely remnants of a little COVID there. I guess when the coughing stops, this will stop as well. Up until then, we're just gonna have to work what we're working with. So yeah, I got a little COVID there. Happened during my holiday. As you might see, I do have a lovely little tan. That's because I've been to Benidorm for a little over 2.5 weeks and it was absolutely amazing. I had a good time going to my favourite pub, had a big celebration there. And yeah, obviously with celebrations, COVID happens, so it was likely. But good thing is that I had my 3 jabs back in Holland, so I didn't get too ill. I was like not well for 2 to 3 days, and after that, I just waited the mandatory 5 days to, go back amongst people. The coughing is going to last forever because it always does when I have a cold or a flu or anything like that. I will cough for 3 to 5 months at least. Unfortunately, it has an effect on my voice, so there's that to deal with. But I figured after being away for 3 weeks, I couldn't avoid uploading. So here I am again. And honestly, I don't have all that much to talk about except just, yeah, I'm back. And that's actually the reason why I posted 3 videos before I left. And also, I'm sorry for not telling y'all that I went on holiday, but I prefer not to do that because if people know when I'm leaving and when I'm back, they know when my house is empty, and I have absolutely no interest in people knowing that. So that's why I'm not giving y'all any details. And that's why it took 3 weeks before I could do a video again. But yeah, man, holiday. It was lovely. The weather was perfect. It was like over 30 degrees. And so pretty hot actually, but we were right by the seaside and we had a swimming pool as well. So that's just about as good as it gets. Especially just swimming in the sea. There's something so wholesome and relaxing about swimming in the sea. That's just that purity of like the cleansing energy of the ocean or the sea. It's not the ocean, it's the sea. And just like floating on the water and swimming against the tide. And then, like, if you go swimming and you don't know the waters well, here's my tip: swim along the shoreline. First, float for a while and figure out which way the stream is going, and then first swim against the stream, and then on the way back, swim with the stream. That way, you don't get too tired. And by swimming along the shoreline, you make sure that if you get a cramp or something, it's easy to reach the shore. Like if you swim into the sea and something happens, then you're fucked. So that's just a little bit of advice. I've always done it that way, and it serves me well so far. So I absolutely love that. Loved the sun. Loved just the live music of my favorite pub there, and met some new lovely people. Met some old friends again in that big celebration. And you know what? I know COVID isn't a good thing, but honestly, I had such a good time. It's almost worth it. Especially having had the 3 jabs and not getting all that sick. I mean, it is one of the first versions of COVID. It's not one of the later versions. It's not a mild version, but it's purely because I've got vaccinated that I didn't get too sick. Because it was like the full get a fever, the coughing, the no appetite, the loss of smell, and all that. So I'm guessing it's one of the first versions. But just because I have my antibodies, I have my jabs, I didn't get too sick and I didn't give it to anyone. Even my parents were staying next door and I've been in contact with, they're like elderly and they didn't get it. They've had 4 jabs, by the way, because they're like 70 plus, 75 plus actually. So luckily I wasn't all that contagious to others. But, well, others were contagious to me apparently. I haven't had COVID before, so if this is as bad as it gets for me, I'm happy. The 3 jabs were worth it. The party was worth it. It's worth it. It's yeah. I'm just glad that it happened now. Although it did suck that it happened during my holiday. I'd rather have it happen after, but at least I didn't get it when I was working with elderly people. Cause like all my colleagues had it back then. A lot of the clients had it back then, and back then we didn't have the vaccination yet, so you didn't have the antibodies, you didn't have the like immunity levels that we have now. So back then it was a big problem, and now like like I said, if this is the worst that's gonna get from me, it's not that bad. But I know so many people got really ill from it in the past, so please don't underestimate it. Please still be careful, and if you think that you might have COVID, please get tested and just stay in for the mandatory 5 days, just just to keep other people safe, you know. But yeah, for me now it's just the coughing and the loss of my voice basically. And I'm just gonna have a look and see how long it takes before my voice comes back. So I'm not gonna make the videos very long just because I kind of want to save my voice, make sure that it doesn't get worse. But until then, yeah, I just wanted to check in and say hi and just let y'all know that I'm doing fine. A few more days and I get back to work, the job that I like. Yay! And yeah, just great memories. I do miss Spain already. Like I said, I went to Benidorm in Spain, and I do miss it already. I really do. It was such a good time. Just like somehow it's so different when you have the sun in your own hometown or when you're on holiday. But like I said, with like the margaritas, or not even the margaritas, the sangrias. Actually, I had zero margaritas. I had lost sangria though. There's the sangrias and the sunshine and the sea and the swimming pool. And like if it gets too hot at night, you can turn on the air conditioning, which we don't usually have in Holland because it usually doesn't get that hot in Holland. Although it does now because global warming. But it's not the usual thing here. But just all that combined, along with the music and the fun and the people and the meeting new people and just a whole holiday vibe. I mean, it was so good to be there again and to see everyone again. Hold on. There we go. Um. So yeah, I miss it already. I really do. But it was very nice to have been there again for almost 3 weeks. And I mean, honestly, it's good to be back as well. I mean, I can do my washings here. I have my own bed. I have my lovely hot bathtub, and I just being surrounded by my own stuff. That's great, but it's just not the same as holidays. So if you are planning to go on holiday, do please do, because it's like a little reset for your entire system. So go on holiday, have a great time, and try to be careful. Like I said, if you think you got COVID, just get a self test and get tested, or at least stay in for 5 days. I mean, I still went to the pool and I still went to the ocean. Sea. I keep saying ocean. It's not an ocean, it's a sea. But I kept doing that. Not the first 2 days, obviously, but after. After that, I still went there. I just made sure that I stayed away from everyone. Just had my own little sunbath, kept everyone away, and just stayed there. I didn't go swimming on those days because I didn't want to risk coming close to people. I just thought, I'm not going to spend 5 days in my bed if there's a sunbed and a sun right outside. So I did do that. But otherwise, I just kept my distance. I didn't go out to eat. I had food brought in. I didn't go out in those 5 days. And, just make sure that you take it seriously enough to not infect other people if you have the chance. And otherwise, just enjoy yourselves. Have an absolutely fabulous time if you're leaving the country. If you're staying in the country and just having like an in-country holiday or whatever the fuck it's called, have fun there. Because it doesn't really matter where you go, but if you're just away from your own home for a few days or a few weeks, it really does miracles. So have a great time if you're going on holiday. If you've already been, welcome back. And yeah, just enjoy yourselves. Make the best of life. I'm not going to say that you only have one life, but you only have this life once. I believe in multiple lives, so hence that particular version. But this life only comes around once, so make sure you enjoy every second of it. And I'll see you again in the next video, and let's see if my voice is a little better then. So see you next time.